Good morning, students. It gives me great pleasure to talk to you students through video presentations like this as usual. In the previous 3 videos, I have discussed 20 1-mark questions and 6 2-mark questions of board type paper, model paper 1. Now I'll continue with 4-mark questions, that is the 27th problem in this particular question paper. Okay, 27th question, it goes like this. If y is equal to log x raised to cos 2x plus sin 2x raised to x cube, find dy by dx. This is your 27th question. Okay, answer goes like this. Let u is equal to, it will be, let us say, log x raised to cos 2x. Then log u will be log of log x raised to cos 2x, okay, which will imply you log u is equal to cos 2x into log x. This is by power rule of logarithms, which will imply you 1 by u du by dx is equal to cos 2x into 1 by log x into 1 by x plus log x into minus 2 sin 2x. This is differentiating throughout with respect to x. This is because of differentiating throughout with respect to x. Okay, which will imply you du by dx will be is equal to u into, this will be cos 2x divided by x log x minus 2 sin 2x into log x. Okay, then let v is equal to sin 2x raised to x cube. Then log v will be log sin 2x raised to x cube. Therefore, log v will be x cube into log sin 2x. Now 1 by v dv by dx, differentiating you can write in the middle if you want, differentiating with respect to x. This will be x cube by 1 by sin 2x into 2 cos 2x plus log sin 2x into 3x square. Therefore, this will imply you dv by dx equal to v into 2x cube cot 2x plus 3x square log sin 2x. It will be log sin 2x, 3x square log sin 2x. Now y is equal to u plus v, implies dy by dx is du by dx plus dv by dx. Therefore, you should write this in this place and this in this place and then add. I repeat the whole process. U is equal to log x raised to cos 2x. I'm taking the first one as u. Taking log throughout. Log of log x raised to cos 2x. Log x is, log u is, this is u. Okay. Log u is cos 2x into log x. Now for differentiating with respect to x, you can write in the middle if you want. 1 by u du by dx is cos 2x into derivative log of quantity is 1 by log x. Again for log x is 1 by x. So log x into cos 2x derivative sin minus sin 2x into 2. Therefore du by dx becomes u into, for cos 2x by x log x minus 2 sin 2x into log x. You can substitute the value of u in fact here. This is anyway log x raised to cos 2x into the whole quantity again. You can write the whole quantity again. Now taking this as b, log v is log sin 2x power x cube. Log v is x cube into log sin 2x. 1 by v dv by dx is x cube into 1 by sin 2x into derivative sin 2x is 2 cos 2x plus log sin 2x into 3x square. Our dv by dx is v into 2x cube. Cos by sin becomes part of the same value, cot 2x. Okay, therefore cross multiplying, substitute the value of v here. I forgot to write the value of v. Okay, you can write the value of v here. After adding these two will be the answer finally. Adding these two will be the final answer. Okay, I think it is clear. There is no doubt about it, I am sure. You can just check on your own once again if you want. Okay, you can try and then get back to this particular portion for the answer. Get back to this particular portion for answer. Okay, that is the usage of this particular videos. You can try on your own and you can check the answer after coming back to this particular place. You can just verify your answer. That is easier. Okay, that is another advantage of having such videos on your own. Now, the 28th question goes like this. If A is equal to, let us say, 2, 3, minus 1, 5, and B is, let us say, 6, 4, 0, 1. Verify that AB whole transpose, you can even give it as dash, that is also correct. The rule is B transpose A transpose. Let me think about the answer. Let me initially find AB. You mean to say 2, 3, minus 1, 5, and you are given one more question. Is AB invertible? Is AB invertible? Justify your answer. Justify your answer. That is also added with this. Okay, here it is 6, 4, 0, 1. Okay, 2, 3. Therefore, this is 12 plus 0. Then this is anyway 8 plus 3. This is minus 6 plus 0. This is minus 4 plus 5. Therefore, this is equal to anyway 12, 11. This is minus 6, 1. Therefore, you can very well write AB whole transpose will be equal to 12 minus 6, 11, 1. You name this is 1. Let me try to find B transpose A transpose. What is B transpose? This will be 0, 6, 0, 4, 1. Sorry. Then of course this will be 2 minus 1, 3, 5. Row becomes column, column becomes row. Therefore this will become 12 plus 0. This will become minus 6 plus 0. This will become 8 plus 3. This will become minus 4 plus 5. Therefore this reduced to 12 minus 6, 11, 1. You get the same thing. Therefore 1 and 2 will imply you AB whole transpose is equal to B transpose A transpose. You can just verify once again. Think about product AB. First row, first column. I'll multiply the elements of corresponding elements of first row here, first column here. 12 plus 0. Then first row, second column. First row here, second column here. 8 plus 3. Here second row, first column. Minus 6 plus 0. Second row, second column. Minus 4 plus 5. Gets reduced to 12, 11, minus 6, 1. Transpose becomes 12 minus 6, 11, 1. Name it as equation 1. Think about B transpose A transpose. That is, transpose means row becomes column, column becomes row. 6, 0, 4, 1 into 2 minus 1, 3, 5. 12 plus 0. Then minus 6 plus 0. Then 8 plus 3. This will become minus 4 plus 5. 12 minus 6, 11, 1. I get the same thing. 1 and 2 will imply you AB whole transpose equal to B transpose A transpose. That is not enough. One more question is added here. When do we say that inverse is possible for a square matrix? Now think about determinant AB. Where do you come across AB? AB is here 12, 11, minus 6, 1, which is 12 plus 66, which is anyway 78. Then determinant AB not equal to 0. Therefore, AB inverse exists, or I can write AB is invertible. A square matrix is invertible only when its determinant value is not equal to 0, or it should be non-singular. There is no inverse for any singular matrix. Think of determinant AB. This is my AB. For determinant 12, 11, minus 6, 1. 12 into 1, 12. Minus 6 into 11, 66. 66 is 12 is 78. Determinant AB not equal to 0. Therefore, AB inverse exists, or AB is invertible. That is the second part I am supposed to do anyway. That is my second part. That is the second part of answer of 28th question. I think it is clear. Don't think I am doing in a faster way. If you are going to pick up the speed in which I am doing, your board paper you will be able to finish in 2 hours, and you will have thorough revision for an hour. At least in 2.5 hours you will be able to finish the paper. Now 29th question goes like this. Evaluate x square sine inverse x cube. This is sine inverse x cube by root of 1 minus x power 6 dx, or I can write both together. This is x power 4 into tan inverse x power 5 the whole square by 1 plus x power 10 dx. Okay, I can call the first one, this one as I1, and this integral you can write it as I2. Okay, in I1, put sine inverse x cube, that observation you should have. How do you integrate? This will become 1 by root of 1 minus x cube the whole square into 3x square dx will be is equal to dt. Now this will imply you x square dx by root of 1 minus x power 6 will be is equal to dt by 3. Therefore, I1 becomes integral x squared sine inverse x cube divided by root of 1 minus x power 6 dx will be is equal to integral sine inverse x cube x squared dx divided by root of 1 minus x power 6. I can write it as t dt by 3, which is t square by 6, which is anyway sine inverse x cube whole square divided by 6. That is what, see, I will write plus c for both of them together, or you can write even c1 here. Okay, similarly in I2 put tan inverse x power 5 to be is equal to t, 1 by 1 plus x power 5 the whole square into 5 x power 4 dx will be is equal to dt. Now for x power 4 dx by 1 plus x power 10 will be is equal to dt by 5. For my IT will now become, I'll take this as make another u, because it is in the same problem, call it as another variable. Okay, sorry, you call it as another variable, you make it as another variable u. Okay, this will be u, therefore this will become u square du by 5, which is u cube by 15 plus c2. Therefore this will become anyway tan inverse x power 5 the whole cube whole by 15 plus let us say c2. Therefore if I do both I1 and I2, let me explain once again. I'll call this as this integral as I1, this is I2 separately. In I1 take this as t, therefore dt becomes automatically derivative sine inverse is 1 by root of 1 minus square of the value. For x cube it is 3x square. Our x square dx by this much can be written as dt by 3. For the whole quantity now becomes t dt by 3. Integral t dt is t square by 2. Therefore, I will call it as sin inverse x cube whole square by 6 plus c1, let us say. Here take tan inverse x power 5 is equal to u. 1 by 1 plus x power 5 the whole square into 5 x power 4 dx is du. X power 4 dx to 1 plus x power 5 10 is du by 5. I will bring this 5 down. For the whole quantity here, this will, I2 will become u square du by 5. U cube by 5 into 3 is 15. For tan inverse x power 5 whole cube, sorry, this will be whole cube. Okay, tan inverse x power 5 whole cube by 15, whole cube. Yeah, it's correct for me. Whole cube, I have written whole cube by 15 plus c1. While you add this much plus this much, my final answer, let me rub here and let me write. Okay, my I will be automatically I1 plus I2. My I1 here is anyway sin inverse x cube whole square whole by 6 plus this will be anyway tan inverse x power 5 the whole cube by 15 plus c, where my c is c1 plus c2. I'll make c1 plus c2, I'll write c1 plus c2 as c. This is my I1 sin inverse x cube by 6. This is my I2 tan inverse x power 5 the whole cube by 15 plus c1 plus c2. I'll make it as another constant c. I'll write it as c. Okay, c1 plus c2, I'll make it as c. Okay, I think it is clear to everybody. Okay, it's clear, I hope so. Okay, then just listen carefully. Now, next question goes like this. This is my 30th question. Okay, 30th question goes like this. Question number 30 goes like this. Question number 30. Just listen here. Find the equations of tangent to x square plus y square equal 25. Okay, which are parallel to 2x plus y is equal to 5. Okay, you are given a circle, let us say. Let us just imagine somewhere else 2x plus y is equal to 5. It will be like this, let us say. I am supposed to think about the equation tangents are parallel to this. It's just a rough diagram. Okay, let the point a x1 y1, let this be a, let us say, be on x square plus y square equal to 25, at which the tangent drawn is parallel to 2x plus y is equal to 5, let us say. I call this is 1, this is 2. Now x square plus y square equal to 25, which implies 2x plus 2y dy by dx will be equal to 0, which implies 2y dy by dx equal to minus 2x, which implies dy by dx equal to minus 2x by 2y, which is minus x by y. Therefore, slope of the tangent at x1 comma y1, let us say a to 1, will be equal to dy by dx at x1 comma y1, which is minus x1 comma y1. But this tangent is parallel to 2. Therefore, minus x1 by y1 is equal to slope of 2. Two lines are parallel if and only if their slopes are equal, you know very well in two-dimensional geometry, which implies minus x1 by y1 is equal to minus a by b is the formula. So this will imply you x1 is equal to 2y1. Name this is equation 3. I need the board, therefore I will explain once again. I need to find equation tangent to the point, to the curve x square plus y equal to 25, which are parallel to 2x plus y is equal to 5. This is the rough diagram. This is a circle. This is the line being drawn. I may be getting two such parallel tangents. Okay, diametrically opposite to that, I may get another tangent. Okay, you will come to know anyway here after doing this. I asked him the point to be a x1 y1 at which the tangent drawn is parallel to this line. I call this equation 1, call this as 2. Differentiating, I'll get 2x plus 2y dy by dx equal to 0, 2y dy by dx minus 2x, dy by dx minus 2x by 2y minus x by y. Slope of the tangent at this point by geometrical meaning of derivatives gives you minus x1 by y1. But this is parallel to this line. Two lines are parallel if and only if their slopes are equal. So minus x1 by y1 is equal to slope of 2. Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. We have slope minus a by b. Now for x1 will be is equal to 2y1. Let me just continue here because I don't have enough space to write. I am forced to rub this part. Just listen carefully. What I will do here is, I will just x1 comma y1 is a point on 1. See the diagram here, it's a point on the circle. Therefore, x1 square plus y1 square is equal to 25. Substitute this value, 4y1 square plus y1 square is equal to 25. This is from 3. I am just writing the value of x1 by this. For 5y1 square is equal to 25. For y1 square is equal to 5. For y1 is equal to plus or minus root 5. When y1 is equal to root 5, when y1 is root 5, x1 is equal to 2 root 5. When y1 is equal to minus root 5, x1 will be minus 2 root 5. Therefore, points are, I get two such points, namely 2 root 5 comma root 5, 2 root 5 comma root 5, and of course minus 2 root 5 comma minus root 5. Okay, let be. Therefore, I should write the equation of tangents now. Therefore, equation of tangent at 2 root 5 comma root 5 is, how do you write? Y minus root 5 is equal to minus 2 into x minus 2 root 5. Okay, which will anyway will give you y minus root 5 is equal to minus 2x plus 4 root 5, which implies 2x plus y is equal to 5 root 5. Let B. Similarly, equation of tangent at the other point. Equation of tangent at minus 2 root 5 comma minus root 5 is, what do I get here? I'll get it to be, let us say, I'll get it to be, which is 1 plus root 5 is equal to minus 2 into x plus 2 root 5, which implies y plus root 5 is equal to minus 2x minus 4 root 5, which implies 2x plus y will be minus 5 root 5. Let me just repeat the whole process again. x1, y1 is a point on the curve. Therefore, I will substitute x1 as 2y1. 4y1 square plus y1 square is 25. 5y1 square is 25. y1 is 5. y1 is plus or minus root 5. When y1 is root 5, x1 becomes 2 root 5. y1 is minus root 5, x1 becomes minus 2 root 5. I'll get 2 points. This point may be 2 root 5 comma root 5. Other one will be minus 2 root 5 comma minus root 5. Therefore, the slope of the tangent here, equation of tangent here will be apply y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. That will automatically give you y minus root 5 is equal to, slope is minus 2, you know very well already. It's parallel to this, you know very well. Minus 2x plus it will be 4 root 5. 2x plus y becomes 4 root 5 plus root 5 becomes 5 root 5. Similarly here, y plus root 5 minus 2 into x plus 2 root 5. Y plus root 5 is minus 2x minus 4 root 5. 2x plus y is minus 5 root 5. Therefore, tangent here may be like this. This one, tangent here may be like this. This may be point 2 root 5 comma root 5. Diametrically opposite, the other point will be minus root 5 comma root 5. Okay, is it clear? Are you able to follow? Yeah, I think it's clear. Now I am stopping with question number 30. Due to time constraints, I'll stop here. I'll continue with the next video. The remaining things, the next video. Thank you, students.